Okay, I hate the fact that you have to remain mute. You can unmute yourself and just start talking your stuff on how you're just getting rid of mandrakes and everything, John. Seriously. This is why you should be glad you're currently not streaming on YouTube, because I bet you forget about that 20-second rule that you're working on monetization. And make sure you hit the button on your controller.
Did I have enough time to pee?
Yes, and you had enough time for the 20
Oh
seconds.
my god, there goes the fucking mandrake. Thank god.
Okay, see? Perfect.
Golly, I found the little bastard.
Okay, everyone, this is a Q&A, so that means basically you can ask away. Go ahead, ask any questions. Ask away. John will even have to answer, maybe. But I have to answer.
Do I look like a himbo to you?
Heathenism?
Really? You don't know what a himbo is?
I'm actually not bothering to think too much right now.
A male bimbo.
Ah ha ha.
I like my niece's account name on PSN. It's called Himbo Hunter.
Well, you know Q&As are just gonna be wild, because that means Retro or anybody can just ask us anything. Literally anything.
Oh, I found a fucking Dark Arts 1 handle?
A Dark Arts wand handle. Boxers or briefs? Really, Conundrum? You know you can jump in the thing, but I know you're at work. God dang it. Boxers! John, boxers or briefs?
Okay, there's gonna be an explanation on both.
Just say one. That you don't need to even say it. I just said boxers.
Boxers! Why?
Dude.
Because it's easier for your wee-wee to come out when you need to pee, and when you need to let a girl handle her business with you down there.
God damn it, man!
If you wear fucking briefs, she's gonna think you're very teeny. Not hefty.
Oh my gosh. This is why Q&As can get pretty wild.
Oh, I found another thank God, I need to find these little
I mean, this is a very
statues.
chill day for me, and on a chill day, because I've got my second podcast, I'll have this done, and then I'm gonna do footage for
I think I just committed underage drinking live on stream. I made my character drink.
You can do that all the dang time.
I didn't know you do that. That's my this game.
Yeah, that's probably a common trend.
I can't believe out of the first things you
I gotta go
told me when you got this
okay, if you
game-
have time to jump in, you can jump in. Favorite type of woman?
That's a tough one that pulls her weight.
I'm not going to answer that one because mine is kind of would be a very long-winded explanation, but I do like to be in control. I do like to be in control in my relationships. Let's just put it that way. But if we're talking other ways, that's not going to be answered. YouTube, thank you, YouTube Protocol.
I gotta jump.
So, Conundrum, if you want to jump in this, go ahead and run your mouth on asking away here live, so you can put us just in the position where we're like,
Yeah, I need better equipment. I was about to get my ass kicked a couple missions. Oh, fuck, I can't.
Hell no! I am not a submissive person.
Yeah, do we look like OnlyFans Sims?
That's where Susan's going.
Yeah, she needs that income.
Dude, I literally saw a thumbnail meme where it said, Susan, on her way to OnlyFans account. So they're already starting memeing.
Every day I'm dumbling. Every day I'm dumbling. Oh yeah, I cleared this mission out for this fucking witch.
I forgot how big the Witcher maps were. Fuck.
Did you play the... Oh yeah, of course you didn't play it, but I fucking...
I beat the Witcher.
No, but I got the upgrade for it, and it makes the game so much more different.
So, well, like that. I beat The Witcher. It's just when my freaking that PS4 fried, it fried all my data because I didn't have it on cloud saved. So as I said, anybody can go ahead and ask a question away. Oh fuck, I forgot to put this on Tweetland. Share it on your end on Tweetland, John. Because I'm pretty sure Woke Chris will love to ask a few questions away.
It's the conundrum.
Hello. I
Oh,
wonder
shit.
did you answer my question? How much wood can a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
That's a tongue twister thing, and I'm not gonna like do that. I understood that one.
But are you submissive, Keo?
Hell no.
That's like, because, well, I think the only reason why he's asking you, Kia, is because Conundrum has admitted he's a professional dom.
I thought that was silent.
Or a professional,
so
what do you call that? A professional gimp? I don't know, Conundrum.
No,
I
I'm
forgot
a
what you said.
professional dominator.
There you go. He's got the
Well, at
outfit
least
that's
you
more
ain't
than
like
just for
Kanye
Halloween.
with the mask.
No,
Oh,
I wear
God. That shit killed me.
I wear leather spike gloves, leather.
No.
Spikes.
Kanye, when he went on the interview and wore that mask on the
Oh yeah,
Alex
the
Jones
gimp
thing,
mask.
did that mask.
And a lot of people were still saying that's not him. I was like, yeah, it is him. Listen to the voice. When you put a
Yeah.
voice next to his talking, and that it's his voice.
Oh man. Well, it looks like me and Silent are doing another bully brigade on our favorite degenerate,
Why and who?
Highly, and he made a video where he was stating that he wanted to Snape Susan
Oh,
Wojcicki.
no. I ain't covering that just yet there. This is a Q&A. That means, Conundrum, you can ask away on certain things. Means you can troll
yeah.
John and me. Aren't you going to have fun?
Oh, yes.
And I'm playing.
See, John's on Twitch
Hogwarts
right now.
Cancel your channel legacy.
Exactly. Go ahead, Conundrum. You can be the guy that gets to throw the questions at us since we don't have anybody in chat right now. Go ahead,
He wants
throw
to
some.
throw the book at you.
All right. If you were paid $1 million, would you sleep with the transgendered wizard from Hogwarts Legacy?
I mean, no. I respect the character, but no. I only respect Serona because she saved my ass and gave me a free beer. But no, Serona, I am not taking.
Saved your ass for later.
No, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, you saved my ass on a superficial level, but I'm not saving my ass for you later. I rather smash the head mistress, the MILF version of the Weasley mistress.
Oh my god. Okay. Next question. Conundrum,
I scratch that. I got a better chance of sleeping with Bellatrix. Even Conundrum's like,
go
damn.
ahead. No, Conundrum's gonna enjoy it because we can't get out of it now that he's here to ask the questions away until some reviewers get here.
He's cracking the whip.
All right, here we go. What would you rather be your eternal punishment in hell be? Be sit in a room with nothing but listening to the Fan Menace, or be stuck in a room constantly being read VGL poop fan fictions by VGL himself?
Phantom Menace.
I will deal with the Phantom Menace because then I can torture them for eternity. I'll whip their ass for eternity.
Because at least I can get some sick pleasure of laughter at their stupidity at times.
Yeah.
But the rest of it would be pulling teeth out. But there are some mess ups that do make me have a laugh. So if I had to be eternally punishment and driven insane, I would have reasons to laugh every now and then.
All right, Keo, here's a question for you. When was your first sexual experience, and explain in detail?
Can't do that.
No.
Detail here. What the fuck you mean? We can't do detail here. We would get in trouble our damn fucking selves.
On both platforms, we can't do that.
All right, make it PG as possible.
Well,
Well,
Only Keo.
I unlocked my key eye that night.
um, mine was not exactly the legal method you should ever do or I promote.
All right. The second question: was it a chloroform handkerchief in a
You
park?
are.
No,
you were
it was I
underage.
stole the keys to the school.
Oh, okay.
Okay? That's why I'm not saying. I stole the keys because I worked for the school system. And I stole the keys to get into one of the places where they can't get into and be disturbed. There you go.
Okay. All right.
I admitted
John,
that
question-
on radio. That's why you put me in a catch-22 position. I'm like, I don't want to tell people. I don't want to promote that shit. But nowadays, because you can't do that now. You
I
could
know.
do that in my era, but you can't do that now because nowadays people will find out real quick.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't help the fact that my janitors were drunks, so they
How many
didn't
times have
notice.
how many here theoretically? How many? I got a question. Theoretically, how many times have we been theoretically canceled?
A lot. I can't keep track.
And it's hypothetical. It's like it's not. We haven't been actually canceled, but in the attempts, if they would have went through.
The only thing that's
How many
avoided us is
possible
because we've
cancellations?
literally had witness testimony saving our asses at times.
Yeah, we had witness testimonies that saved our asses.
It's a fucking testimonials.
Yeah.
You can't. What's that term? Something about evidence can be dismissed without evidence. I'm lost. I forgot that. I forgot the fucking phrase.
John, Keo, and Conundrum, the Teflon Dons.
that?
Who said that?
Me?
Oh, I'm looking at like chat
I
right
thought
now on
somebody
my
said that. I was
end.
like, who the fuck would have said that?
We're
There's gonna be-
basically the Teflon Dons. We're all made out of Teflon.
But yes,
Nothing
like I
sticks to
said,
us.
but that's why I didn't want to specifically answer that one because you can't do that nowadays because how many people see go crazy at schools with all this stupid shit?
Cancels.
No, like they go
Yeah.
crazy with their guns and stuff. That's why I was like,
Alright.
no, I don't want to tell exactly how mine was, but that was mine.
Yeah, we're currently dealing like the fair is open, like the state fair that you get out of school for. It's open over here in my city, and literally for the first time, I was like, so it took. I'm not trying to sound fucked up. So it took one black kid dying, getting hit by a car, for you guys to finally say, okay, under the age of 21, nobody can be here without a parent. And anyone over the age of 21.
Was that the one you saw, the
needs to be in a
crackhead that
crowd.
died and you just saw him die on your way to work?
No. This is happening at the state fair.
Oh.
All right, John, question for you.
Mm.
Are you PT?
PT.
PT.
Are you PT? Yes or no?
The fuck does that mean? I can't answer without knowing. I'm not gonna answer something I don't know.
Damn.
You better DM me the significance.
It's when I pulled on silent. He fell for it.
I'm
I
not
ain't
falling
silent.
for. See, I ain't silent
we
either.
ain't silent.
We
Yeah.
know when there's anagrams, there's something behind them. So hell no.
when it comes to anagrams, it stands for conundrum is going to try to fuck you.
Yeah, I did.
I
I did the silent one time. Are you HBO? And that is homosexual bypass overload.
Okay, next question.
All right, John. Have you ever? Are you a pimp?
Pimp?
Yeah, pimp.
No, because if it was, you'd have money.
Well,
That too.
somebody did offer you money to get him a hoe, so we technically.
No,
you're
no,
a
no, no,
pimp.
no, 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 no. John actually can get women. That idiot can't. So if that was the
Exactly.
case,
It's not that hard. It's not as hard as you make it out to be. Especially keep your female connection strong from high school. You'll always have some ass waiting, even if they
Yeah.
call me fucked up if you want. The
Mm-hmm.
chicks I know, they might have had kids, but those kids did wonders for their bodies. It was
Oh,
the
yeah,
opposite.
exactly.
It put meat on their bones.
Yeah.
Not fucking. I'm not. It's like you can't have two toothpicks at the time. Fucking. What are we gonna create fire?
Yeah.
hello, Dust. Yes, this is a Q&A. Go ahead and ask anything on the freaking on the stream if you want to for me or John to answer.
To be fair to you, so you are allowed to ask me questions.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Oh,
the dangers of answering, giving conundrum questions, because
we've had to answer a few awkwards. Fine,
there's gonna be a
top or bottom?
story or illegal what is it?
No, since he asked me one, have you ever had to be bottom?
Bottom?
You know what I mean, top or bottom.
Yeah.
Were you ever forced in a time where you were put on bottom? And you can't ask me this question either again. Because you already made me answer one that was highly...
if there's thick women involved, you're definitely being bottomed, because she's gonna hold you down.
You know something? I always like my women on top.
Okay, that's all I'll say. No more on ever asking us those questions on this stream.
Hey, seeing their titties, grabbing them and stuff?
Yeah, I'm just saying. I don't want to answer that question or any of those again unless it's all there, or I'm on your freaking broadcast, because I know Silent loves to troll people that method. I'm already having to go through Halo 6. That's torture enough to that kid.
Oh, congrats, John. By the way.
What?
On getting your YouTube partnership.
Oh yeah.
Congrats, bro.
I gotta, like, it was funny, it comes at the time.
Hey,
Hogwarts
it comes at the time.
where...
Oh, I got a question for you, Conundrum. What do you think of when you saw the new owner's face, did you think of that J-Ping dude from the Trump first fire that tried to get rid of net neutrality that was partying?
Ajit Pai?
Yeah, didn't he look like G-Pai?
Ajit Pai, that's who the fuck...
I call him G-P... Did he not look like G-Pai to you? When you first saw his face?
He looks... No, to be honest, he looks like the guy who serves me the Slurpees at 7-Eleven.
Wait, you didn't think of G-Pai? That's the first thing that popped in your head?
No, I thought about the guy who serves me the Slurpees at 7-Eleven.
Okay. I thought of G-Pai. Okay. John, what's your opinion of the NFT thing now?
At least, if a man suggests it and he sees it's bad, he's gonna leave it be. It's not Susan where it's like, okay, I'm gonna just say yes to everybody. Oh fuck, my platform's burning. Yes to everybody.
She's like that dog, and with the everything's fine, house is on fire. You know what thing I'm talking about, right?
Yes. We're not silent. We do get most of the jokes you're trying to pull. So that's why we're like not answering.
Yeah.
But a few we can't answer, so that can. So it's not like we're gonna dodge most bullets.
All right, John, ask me a question.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Have you been purposefully tricked, or not purposefully tricked? Have you been tricked by a trans person that looked exactly like a woman, couldn't tell the difference until the trunk came open?
No. No.
Oh,
actually.
Damn.
He wasn't tricked.
Damn, everyone. Conundrum one sly dude. He got away. Give props to the Conundrum here for actually using his brain for all his life and getting out of any of those situations.
It's kind of easy to know a trans person.
No, I'm referring to back when you, the sometimes where you can't, certain situations. I'm trying to be nice.
True, a trap, you mean?
Yeah, when the actual traps appear.
You ever placed in a trap.
John, you don't ever want to get in those. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm not that fucking stupid.
There
I'm
are
not saying
ones.
you're stupid. I'm not saying you're stupid.
John, there are ones that are so bad that you literally they've removed the thing.
No. Because once you fail my 5 questions, I know you're a man.
Oh, you do the 5 questions saying. Mine is when you're drunk.
Oh, even then, when I caught a couple times drinking, and they, nah, I ain't stupid. You know how I know? You're too fucking clean.
Wait, so John's not a stupid drunk. Everyone, John's not a stupid drunk, so he's a stupid pot. Ed.
A woman may overcompensate when she wants to go out and all that, but there's a difference between overcompensation by accident and deliberate compensation of trying to with your appearance.
Yeah.
And you can tell one acts natural, the other one looks like they're still learning at the same time, being natural.
And and not to sound like a transphobe or anything, most trans women, they'll put on that they're effeminate so much.
Okay, here's a good one for all of us. Are we friends with a feminist?
Technically, yeah, I am.
But
the
they're
thing
not
is,
a zealot.
you're not
Okay, let me
over-
rephrase
you're
it.
not a
They're not a
zealot.
zealot feminist. They are a
No,
bit of
they're
feminist,
not.
but they're not a zealot.
They're not a zealot.
You're
Okay.
the first one to say, "Oh my God, that's fucking stupid. Why are they doing this?"
Actually, I am not the.
No, like the people that would be part of that movement would be saying, Conundrum's the only person that would say, "Okay, what you guys are doing is dumb. Why are you giving other communities a reason to bash on you? We're extremists." Okay.
Yep, okay. I'm not going to argue. Conundrum definitely would say something like that. Sorry,
Yeah.
Conundrum. I'm giving you credit. You would actually call people out on something like that. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Okay.
That's the wrong way. Not like that.
Okay. That's funny. Okay. So that is funny. We all have at least one feminist friend, but they're not zealots. Okay. That's
Yeah.
good. And there's nothing wrong with that to a degree, audience, because sometimes they can give you a point of view thing where you just go, wait, that's the reason your ideology is that way? I never thought of that.
Yeah.
Because a zealot one will defend it to, like, they die on a hill, even if
Yeah,
it's
they'll-
wrong.
They'll quadruple, quintuple, sextuple.
They'll just buckle down and just won't let go of it. So
Just like the Hogwarts Legacy scandal.
exactly.
Oh,
They're
God.
losing, but now they keep changing the narrative, saying, "Oh, now if the game sells, it proves our point that whoever supports the game is what they say they are." I was like, "No, you didn't want the game to sell first. You changed the objective when you realized you were losing."
You move the goalpost. It's the-
Yeah, the goalpost moving. That's typical feminist logic right there. The goalpost moving.
Okay, when someone moves the goalpost, does that annoy you?
Very
Yes,
much.
it does.
Because you already know most of the people that don't like us move the goalpost constantly.
They
Okay,
move the goalpost more than the Kansas City Chiefs.
All right.
Ah,
John, your turn. We've asked a few questions. Go ahead. You get to ask the question. And oh no! I gave John a loaded gun. Damn it!
a loaded gun? Hold on. Let me reload for a second. Okay. Now,
No, because John can ask the question. I don't know how it will turn out.
I really don't know how to turn out.
So go ahead,
Okay.
ask it.
Has anyone here experienced the early days of the woke community infesting schools? The precursor days. And the
Okay.
problem is, the precursor days might not even have been around YouTube. It's around my days.
Okay, so you're referring to your generation. All right. Okay, I'm gonna ask just one thing. Does it have to be in school?
Not necessarily.
Or can it be like you've been
But-
in society? Like you've been in the working society?
Yeah, it can be in society, and then
I have-
anyone who
I have.
is in the school, who has it happening in the school system would
Okay,
know just as much.
I've seen it both ways. My nephew came back when they changed the math algorithms to these weird ways, and I'm like, what the hell is this? I can't help you with your math homework. And then, some of those arguments I saw, a guy I knew come in there with purple hair, and I'm like, so yeah, you Conundrum?
No, back then, the schools back in my
No,
day were like this-
in society or in school. Was John made it so it was easier.
Oh, yeah, in society, yeah. A lot of the Magic the Gathering tournaments.
Oh God, that's right. Certain attorneys have gone that way. Oh, I'm so bad for you, Conundrum, because they changed some of those lore things. Oh,
Yeah.
damn. Okay, all right. Here's one for I don't go to these events, these kind of tournaments, but Conundrum, you can answer this one really easy. And either I don't.
Yeah.
If John, if you've been to one of these tournaments, you gotta speak up immediately. Which
What?
one are more worst? Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments or Magic the Gathering tournaments?
Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments.
Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments.
Because it's a glorified sausage fest.
In matches.
Not just that. More than just that. Yeah.
In matches, Yu-Gi-Oh. Yu-Gi-Oh matches are the most toxic matches ever. Because you have meta sheep that rub it in your face.
So the ones that John says where they kill the
You
fun
have
of the
the
game.
virgins.
How do you think I sold a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh cards? I had my ex go there with.
All
like,
right. Go ahead and ask another
such-
question, Conundrum. I know that was a pretty
And
bad.
how do you think you sell ecstasy pills?
Yeah.
I know that was a pretty bad one to get, but I had to ask it because both people have been in tournaments and live in the high city areas where those go, and like my areas don't hold those, so I had to find out which were worse.
Alright.
This is getting
Alright.
interesting. Damn it, Kage's at work, and if he comes in, he's on a mobile app, so we can't even. The audience can't even hear his true word reaction, so we gotta kick him out, even if he asks us the next question. Sorry, Kage, you don't get to count.
Alright. This one is for the both of yous.
Oh, okay.
Have yous two ever wore up women's underwear just to know the feel of it?
Hell
No.
No.
Okay.
What's funny is my ex-girlfriend even tried to fucking say, "I'll get you so this." I was like, "Kiss my ass." The only person who's wearing it is you, so it can come off later that night.
No, and hell no. But, have you ever dated a girl and you decided to use the theater?
No, I'm gonna be honest. The bedroom.
She
is
was
my
no,
theater.
she was in college and she was in the theatrics.
No.
Yeah, and so we used the props and all that shit.
I never been to college. I only
So
studied
the community
online
college.
for
I'm only gonna say
archaeology.
that. So, but the answer is hell no. Even then.
All right.
All right. Okay, I got one. For you, Conundrum, what's the most traumatizing experience you've had in Yu-Gi-Oh! In the card games deck you faced that just made you want to throw your hands up and go, I quit?
When prophecies were at their peak. When I went against a prophecy player, I'm like, you won this duel. I don't care.
Well, explain how did they take the fun out of it is what I mean. What does it do? Some of them don't know the newer format, so you're gonna have to explain that
The older
one.
formats, okay? Prophecy was basically a guy, basically just a glorified solitaire match. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm not dealing with this. I'm out.
Wait, it's worse than the Yadalok crap?
Oh God.
Yeah, because in prophecy they use Jalkin the spiritualist on you.
Oh, okay. Alright, that settles that question. Now one for John Purse. Here's another good question. Which do you hate more? XYZs, Links, or Synchros?
I can deal with Z's. It's synchros that piss me off, and pendulums.
Well, okay, pendulums I wasn't going to count because everyone hates pendulums because
But fuck
that
synchros.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Medium and
I
then
can deal with Z's because Z's at least has a more.
because modern Yu-Gi-Oh! In a nutshell. That's why I asked the other
Yeah.
ones. Okay, modern
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh! In a nutshell. It's just easy. Everyone will go pendulums. Just that, so I asked the other ones. All right, which ones do I hate? I would just say pendulums as well, and a little bit of synchros. Because there's certain monsters that I go, wait, that's not a tuner, and they go, look at it. A normal monster, I'm like, what the fuck is a tuner?
Yeah.
Alright.
Or this card is treated as a tuner monster.
Yep. Okay. You'll go, Conundrum. John. Wait, no, I just went. Conundrum just went. Yeah, it's your go, John. Remember, we're going anything related, so basically this is almost like, oh crap, we're asking on any subject.
This is like a round robin thing. I love this.
Okay.
See, I make it more fun.
Well, John, you got a question there to ask?
I didn't realize I was muted. I was saying fuck. I didn't have one planned for this.
Anything, like I said. You noticing, like, I just asked a Yu-Gi-Oh question to a gaming question? It doesn't have to be all in the bedroom questions.
No, I know. Does anyone here feel that this COO will undo at least some of Susan's failures?
Yes.
Yes, and at the same time, a little bit no, and I'm going to explain why, okay? Because he's an old guard.
That's true.
And that is the only reason why. But I think he can undo it because he's the one that added a few of the features to newer features. I don't know if it was Susan who got rid of the dislike button. That's it.
No,
but I think he could bring back the dislike button. Okay, so yes, I think he could improve it, but I'm a little bleary because of that and NFTs.
Yeah.
All right, Conundrum, your go. Because John just asked, I asked to go. It's your go.
All right. This one's for Keo.
Okay.
What is the most embarrassing thing that your siblings done to you?
John's got to be thrown in this one too. Okay. John has. You have sisters. I had brothers.
I could. You could throw me in there also.
Everyone throws in there. One. Okay. Shit. Most? Did you just say most embarrassing?
Yeah.
Okay. I got one. I remember. I'm terrified of heights. We built a freaking treehouse because I was handing lumber. So my brother pig stands me like Metal Gear Solid. Snake. Upside down while my parents are just not looking, and then they didn't realize I was pig standing for about 10 minutes.
Damn.
Or a few minutes. So yeah. Try Metal Gear Solid getting pig standed. And you're just like, you're actually upside down.
Alright, I gotta go one.
Now, John, no. You have to ask what was one of the embarrassing things your siblings did. Because that's the one I never want to talk about.
Me because I got something for that.
You just add one. You just have to say one. One situation.
How do I say this? And I'm surprised I'm still breathing.
Okay, well then I'll skip while you get on to think of it. Conundrum.
No, I'm trying to remember because I'm surprised I'm still breathing after that fucking incident that happened.
All right.
Okay.
Have you ever got hit with an RKO on the fucking dresser?
I've been smacked around plenty of times as a child.
And this was decades before my shoulder injury. So.
Damn.
I got RKO'd into the dresser.
Damn. That's all I gotta say to that one. Damn.
Okay, this one is gonna be funny.
Now, which was your embarrassing thing your sibling did to you, Conundrum? Because that was a multi-question. Okay, sorry.
My brother literally knocked me out, and he's a shrimp, and I'm really big and tall and stuff. We were play boxing. He throws a haymaker, knocks me the fuck out on the ground in front of my best friends.
Oh, okay. I was about to say what? Like, there's gotta be more to that than just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I was knocked out for a good while. I was knocked out for an hour.
During Conundrum's age, you can't tell your parents, "I'm bored." Boof. Spend the whole afternoon recovering, son of a bitch. There you go.
It's like, son of a...
Spend the whole afternoon recovering. There goes your entertainment for the day.
Yeah, I was literally out cold.
Conundrum was like, "I don't want to go to sleep." That's it. You're on your fourth cup of fucking what was that? You're on there. You're on your fourth cup of Benadryl. 8's your record. 9,
Yeah.
10. Drink it, you pussy.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So that was.
It's funny. He literally cold cocked me so hard I was out like a light.
So John. Okay, John still hasn't.
You basically theoretically saw Jesus.
Yeah.
You saw Jesus for a few minutes.
He was like, "Conundrum, it's not your time. You're still a heathen. Go back."
No,
was like, damn.
The worst thing is, my brother just ragging on me about it. He's like, "Who's your favorite Punch-Out character? Glass Joe?" I'm like, "Shut the fuck up."
Shut up. All right.
No, I was like this. "Shut the fuck up, you little shit."
Before we call Little Mac.
Okay. Let me think here on. Alright. Did anybody ever, Conundrums experience this, but I want to know how traumatic it was for you, or how'd you get it? Did your mother ever pull out the little gray bottle of fucking, hydrogen peroxide when you had a nasty ass cut, and you can't get out of it?
It's not.
Or if it wasn't hydrogen peroxide, it was the really nasty flavored Robitussin.
Oh God.
No, the iodine. The iodine.
It's one of the two. What cut was it?
Robitussin. It's the fucking Robitussin.
No, John. What had happened that they had you?
I can taste it on my fucking tongue.
Oh my God! I'm traumatized for you. Hey, I had a bad flu. I had a nasty. Let me explain mine. The trauma experience I had with this was, and you're gonna say that's child abuse. What your parents did to you. We're building our pool, okay? It's dead of night, okay? It's getting night. The guys are coming in because they're coming in late because it's the farmers that are helping. They're bringing in like the sand or something. We just gotten brand new spades, shovels, and all of that equipment that you need. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, my mom throws the spade, goes like you do, like one of the deep dick things, and in my arm, you hear swing, and I'm just like, ah! And I'm just like, my arm! And my dad and my dad go, shut up! We got 20 minutes till they get here. It's not that bad. Blood's gushing out, and I'm just like, oh, okay. They get the truck, comes in there, and I come in, and my mom sees it. What happened to your arm? I was like, you told me to shut up. And she's like, hold on 1 second. While you get that, put the washer. She comes in there with a sadistic smile on her face with a brown bottle in that freaking, the cube bottle of hydrogen peroxide. And I'm just like, keep it away.
No, it's not hydrogen peroxide. It's iodine. Iodine,
hydrogen peroxide, whichever one. It scared the living crap out of me, and a bandage, because she said, because my brother goes, he doesn't need stitches. That was evil. My brother went, he doesn't need stitches, but my mom comes out the bottle and one of the little freaking pieces of gauze. So John, which was more traumatic to you? What was it? The Robitussin or the iodine? If it was the iodine, what
fucking
injury?
Robitussin. I could deal with iodine because over time iodine makes you tougher.
Which flavor was it? Red or purple?
Purple.
That's the one. I got red a lot, so. And purple was. I was like, can we please have the purple one, Mom? No, it was the red one's cheaper. Oh.
It'll be no. I didn't get the Robitussin. My mom gave us cod oil.
Okay, so with the iodine, what was the
or castor oil?
Okay, here's the good shit. If it was iodine, what was the injury that you had that traumatized you because of that? Like I've been saying,
it was when I really scraped my knee up when I was riding my big wheel. My mom breaks out the iodine, puts it on my thing. That shit felt like
fire.
Yes,
and it doesn't
insurmountable bout of pain.
And what makes it worse is when you have those big injuries. Nowadays, parents can't do that to you because like it's there. Iodine, the one that we had, it foams. So it just adds like the psychological damage. Not only are you feeling that, it foams up to get the dirt out, and you're just like, ah! it freaks you out worse.
Yeah.
It's like, not only is it a pain trip, it's a psychological trip. You don't forget whatever injury you had. Alright, your go, Conundrum.
Alright. Alright.
Considering we're making universal...
Where was the creepiest place you ever lived?
The ghetto?
Of course, the ghetto for you.
Virginia, the city, place where it got robbed.
Oh yeah, that does sound.
No, we literally got robbed, but the funny thing about those things is we were away for summer vacation, and not that summer vacation was the same summer vacation I got pig standed.
Oh God.
So yeah, that's the traumatizing area. But I moved around a lot as a child before we stuck where we're at right now.
Yeah.
I could name horrible condition ones a lot easier than that, but that one wasn't that bad compared to some of them. You Conundrum? So
when my dad was the caretaker at Resurrection, was my caretaker at the cemetery, we lived on the house in the cemetery.
Oh great! So you had what's the fucking
Little
movie
House on
called?
the Prairie.
No. What's that horror movie? Fuck.
Night of the Living Dead.
No, the
Oh yeah. It's one
Pet
of 'em.
Cemetery.
Yeah, we were.
You had the
my
Pet
dad was
Cemetery
a-
treatment.
My dad was a caretaker of a cemetery.
Lovely.
Hey, I loved having picnics out there. No, why? Nobody really asked me for any food.
And the fucked up part is, the people that would be eating the people would be eating food are looking at you ethereal like this fucking bitch.
This asshole.
That's why we're hunting you tonight, bitch. Good, come watch me take your shit. That smell will exorcise you in an instant.
Yeah.
God, I'm starting to enjoy this Q&A. This is getting interesting. Let's switch to gaming questions on Q&As for a few while, so we don't get too many awkwardish questions like that.
Yeah.
Most traumatizing game you
Was The
played?
Last of Us a complete failure?
No,
On
Don.
a-
No.
Yes.
Most game that made you rage quit the worst. I'll get to me last because I remember one. The game that made you completely rage quit, and you're just like, I'm never touching this game again. But you,
That's a tough one because I always go back to that said type of game, and I'm like, bitch, I got your number now.
but it still makes you rage quit. It constantly makes you rage quit.
That's a
Lunch
tough
is ready.
one. And I can't count Souls games because those just piss people off for the fuck of it.
All right.
Alright, I'll name mine right now. Shin Megami Tensei Devil Survivor. The one for DS. Don't you dare say the one's for 3DS, because that one's for pansies. No, the one for DS has the worst randomizer, like enemy encounter. The AIs on the freaking that you have to escort help are set to berserk or they get killed. They're right up there with Final Fantasy Tactics. I don't know which is worse, Final Fantasy Tactics for the PS1 or that. They're both games, but Final Fantasy Tactics, I'll go back because I enjoy the story. Shin Megami Tensei, I still own the DS version just to like not only taunt me, but I'll go back to that every now and then I'll almost want to break whatever I have on it. So it doesn't matter. That game just makes me rage. Your Conundrum, what's your rage quitting one? Inducing rage quitting game.
The original Castlevania back in the day.
The NES.
The NES Castlevanias.
And everyone, when he means original, he means these ones didn't have cheats installed. This is where you had to value the fact that you bought the cartridge and you're stuck with that thing for a few months until you can afford a new one. So you're staring this rage-induced nightmare thing in the face for at least a month. Oh, I've been in that position. Ugh.
Especially Castlevania 3.
Okay, what was the game that did it to you, John? Because you said there was multiple games. Name one of them.
I'm trying to remember there's specifics that did make me stop that I never went back to. But I'm
Just
trying to
name one
remember
of them. Any of the rage quitting ones at this point. If you can't remember any of them, too bad. Just name one off the top of your head. So we can go to the next one.
Two Towers.
Oh, yeah, that's nightmare fuel for you. Okay, that's understandable. Okay, Conundrum, you remember video game questions.
Deadly Towers.
No, I meant video questions
It's a game.
on us.
Oh,
Situations.
okay.
Remember how I just said which one that makes us rage
All
quit,
right.
and that what's
I
your
was
one?
saying that was a
But-
game though, Keo. He wasn't entirely wrong there.
Yeah, I think it was a horror game.
All
but
right. Well, did you ever have an LJN game, and which one?
I had the only good one. Spider-Man Maximum Carnage.
Nice.
LGN, what's the name of the system?
LJN are the shitty, are those that you know that developer that always had the rainbow logo on the games that would pop up,
Oh, I don't know.
and their games
I
were
remember-
notorious for being shit.
Which era were they on? Because I probably.
They're
Nintendo,
all the way,
Super
Super Nintendo,
Super
yeah.
Nintendo.
Ooh, okay. This is gonna sound mean. I didn't have a Super Nintendo growing up. I had a
Or
fucking.
Nintendo.
I didn't get. Me and my brother didn't have that. We had the Sega Genesis.
They were on Sega Genesis also.
Well, then I can't remember because that was also we went a few years without a console because after we got
Yeah, 'cause
we got
that's
robbed.
when they were finally
when we got
going
robbed,
under, they were
they
making good
snipped the
games.
cords and everything. So I can't answer that one completely on that not knowing the games. But I do remember one game that irritated both me and my brother, and it was the 7-Up game. I don't know if they made that. If anybody
The
remembers the
7-Up
7-Up,
spot gate. Yeah,
Yeah.
the spot. The cool spot.
if anybody remembers that one irritated me and my brother to no end. So I don't know if that was them, but that was one that I remember me and my brother just almost wanted to break the controllers on because some of those things were just so brokenly unfair.
Yeah.
All right, John, your go.
Me, it was for LJN. It was Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, The Karate Kid, Jaws. I had all of them actually, and each of them were a pain in the fucking balls.
Do you enjoy pain?
I am kind of sadistic.
Okay, John, you. This is from video games. Oh shit! Did you click the button on your controller again?
John, please respond.
Yeah, I did.
John! John!
Yeah, I did. Damn it, like a dumbass. Remind me now, Keo.
I now that I know that you had that problem, I'll have to constantly ask that every now and then. So, your question when it comes to video games.
Are we ever gonna have a second golden age?
Oh, sweet Jesus. I don't know on that one. That's a thing. That's actually almost a weird question to ask.
Yeah.
Because AAA games, double AAA games that require patches, the only ones I can think of that are okay to good are almost indie games to low budget games.
Yeah.
And that's not saying much either.
Yeah, and I agree with you, Keo, and this is coming from the guy who's currently playing Fallout 76 at the moment.
I was playing Fallout 4 yesterday, and I forgot certain things and mechanics that were driving me batty. So yeah, okay.
Like the building stuff.
Yeah, like why can't I dismantle this or get parts doing this? That's why I was stuck on a few things. Or why can't I do this on the consoles? So yeah, okay. If I want video games, let's see here. I know John's one, but he's gonna have to say a different one than this. Most favorite Final Fantasy that you actually own. That's not a spin-off. Mainline number. Mine's 9.
7.
So you own a copy of 7?
Yes, I do.
Okay, John, you?
What?
Favorite mainline numbered Final Fantasy that you own?
10.
Okay. That was given. I was gonna. I made sure you can't say Crisis Core because Crisis Core would have been like my go-to on spin-off. So like I can't say that one. So yeah.
Wouldn't Final Fantasy VII Remake be a spin-off?
I'm not even
No,
gonna go
it's
there.
like the way they're setting it up, the way they set it
No,
up. now
don't.
with
You're
these
gonna make me go
remakes.
into more rant. Please, God, don't make me go
I'm
on.
not really going on a rant. I'm not gonna say anything that's gonna switch. I'm just saying, like, Final Fantasy VII is technically a trilogy now because 7 Remake is gonna be split into 2 parts, and Crisis Core is a prequel. So it's basically
No, Crisis Core one they made is just an actual one-for-one remake. It's gonna have basically almost nothing to do with that one.
You didn't see the confirmation tie-in by Square.
Don't get me on that. There's certain issues. There's a reason why I put off the scripting interview because there's certain things that I have an unbridged with when it comes to that game. The remake. The remake is great, but there are certain small nitpicks I have that really seem like I'm splitting hairs in the argument, but they're legitimate
It's the
gripes.
fucking, I bet you money, it's the fucking, the enemy, what is it? How many
Encounter
times they
rate?
pop up? Yeah.
No, it's not that. You'll be surprised.
You were like, this fucking encounter rate.
Well, that was the one thing I warned you that they hadn't changed. It seemed like they cranked it up worse because I couldn't do the trick. There's a trick, John, since you have it on PSP. If you want to avoid the encounter rate, walk along the walls. Like, stay on the walls. Like this, I just switched to Witcher. Like their ability, you just walk right along that and the encounter rate will go down. It's a trick in the design. So, yeah. Okay. Biggest disappointment game that you have buyer's remorse on. Oh wait, Conundrum, you already asked one, so I think it would be me. Mine, I can name 3. And they've all and I've ranted on most of them. Lightning Returns. I haven't played that one yet. Lightning Returns made me rant. No, let me put that. The entire 13 trilogy made me rant. I'm gonna make it more fair. The entire 13 trilogy rant because I thought they could have improved, but they didn't. Biggest burn, second biggest burn, because Lightning. That's why I'm gonna put them on a burn level because there's 3 of them, and all of them I bought full price when they came out. So that's another thing you gotta add caveat in there. Mass Effect 3. Oh yes, Mass Effect 3.
Which is something you don't blame me for.
It all, hey, there's no problem with you. I explained that. And the number one kicker to this day, that surpassed Mass Effect 3 on my hate level on burning me is Kingdom Hearts 3. Go figure. You, Conundrum?
A game that I backed.
No, oh god, it's a game you backed. That's gonna be worse.
Mighty Number 9.
Oh!
I am thoroughly tickled.
Okay, John, now you have to admit yours. Remember, buyer's remorse, you paid full price
Survivor.
for well. What?
Not Survivor, what was it? Metal Gear Survive.
Oh! That's worse than Mighty Number 9! I didn't think you could
Here's the
surpass...
problem. Did I buy it at full price? No.
Okay, you have to say full price, dude. Full price,
That's
you
the thing. That's the
Uber it.
problem. A lot of games that I knew would be bad, I never bought them at full price.
You didn't know they were going to be bad. It was going to be bad.
Just you'd be surprised the intuition that I didn't buy the Final Fantasy Lightning trilogy, even the first one.
No, John, you bought. I know you bought a game full price and you didn't realize it was bad. Come on, swallow your pride in a minute.
No, I'm dead serious. I'm trying to think.
Conundrum, does it sound to me like he's trying to weasel his way out of it? Like he has something that he doesn't want anybody to know he bought?
Not really, because I know all the games I buy.
It sounds like you have a secret game that you bought that you don't want nobody to know about because you know one of us will be ringing a roll of bell shame.
I would be acting that way if I had bought The Last of Us 2, which I thank God Almighty I don't fucking have it. I won't even waste the $10 on sale for it. The only time you're ever gonna fucking catch me playing it is when it's on Plus. That's it. Because I'm gonna use it for the trophies.
Okay. Well, then if it wasn't full price, you went to the store and bought it and were enthusiastic about buying it.
Wait a minute, hold up. I got Umbrella Corps.
Ooh, okay. I
will hold that sin because you know it's a Resident Evil game, and I had to give it a fucking go.
All right. I figured it would have been Operation Raccoon City. I forgot about
I like Operation Raccoon City.
Hey, it's fun, but it's hated by hardcore Resident Evil fans. That's why I said that.
You do realize hardcore Resident Evil fans always change, the guard always changes.
So,
Those same fans now like 5. So yeah, I don't want to hear it anymore.
okay. Conundrum. John, here go. Or Conundrum, whichever one. Someone's go.
All right. Kyo? What is your most favorite memory?
When it comes to video games?
Video games or life?
I have a lot when it comes to life, but when it comes to video games, one of them, oh God, that one would be, it's kind of hard to exactly remember. It involves Final Fantasy IX. It's probably when I first completed it for the first time, and then also I did the speed run where I got the Excalibur 2 in under 12 hours.
Ooh,
and I had to
nice.
and I had a stopwatch. But there's another one. There's one that I hold above that. There's another game memory, and I rope gaming because I have too many ones with real life. It's beating Drakengard, the first one, and some of those time challenges.
Oh, okay.
Other than I could not get to the final one, but the one where you had to fight your best friend all over that map and beat him in under 1 minute, I did. And I was jumping, enjoying, and happy. Now, if we want to talk about a happy memory where someone actually comes in there, and this was not happy, but someone thought I was happy and just goes, and it's only happiness because I finished it, and it's traumatizing.
Hack.
Was watching School Days, the anime. And then seeing Makoto get murdered, and I am just jumping for joy and going, yeah! A person comes in the door, I'm like, are you okay? I've never been more happier. But I don't think that really counts. Having to suffer 12 nightmarish episodes for years, and then I'm just like, I've never been more happier. Okay, you.
Nice.
I literally named 3, but go ahead with you.
Me
2 because they were
embrace
tied to the same thing, and 1 because I didn't know if that counted.
Me, my first game I ever beaten, which was Legend of Zelda.
Ooh, that's a good childhood memory.
Yes.
Even if it's a game, that's still a good childhood memory. Okay, that kind of. Okay.
One of my favorite memories.
John, yours?
Upstaging a bunch of grown motherfuckers who sucked at Budokai 1, and it took a fucking 7-year-old to defeat full form Frieza.
Okay, yep, that definitely would be it.
And I wasn't even a fan of Dragon Ball yet.
Oh no, that's the one. That's when you had to learn what Dragon Ball was from your brother.
Because I thought Dragon Ball was just a video game.
Oh no.
And I was like, why are you losing to a girl? I was like, why are you losing to that girl?
Oh no.
Do it.
Oh, that's a really bad
And I was like,
brother.
wait, that's a boy?
Oh, that's a bad L.
Oh man.
I was like, so I guess I guess back then Frieza was a pussy. I mean, he still is, but I thought he was a legitimate pussy.
Are you eating?
Oh.
If not, I've got it.
Oh, I saved a Puffle skin.
Yeah.
Man, I had someone come in again. Interruptions. I'm having John's problem for once. John, why did you infect your problem with me on one day?
Why, what?
I've had interruptions. Well, why did you send that problem my way? that happened to you yesterday.
You've been talking shit about it.
Yeah.
Fuck, wait, what am I gonna do here?
Alright. Okay, here's one. Wait. Who asked the last question?
Me.
John, your go then, I think.
And the question this time around?
No, you asked the question.
Okay. Conundrum, have you literally had to hide in school from a chick that you didn't like, but she wanted your balls?
Actually, no.
No,
'Cause
that's
the reason
I've got the
one
same
that did-
answer
I'm
as
talking about
Conundrum.
the one you don't want, like the one that you weren't interested in. Okay,
No.
you know what? I'm gonna tell you this right now. Yes, I fucked my female bully, and I fucked her
No,
straight.
no. That never happened with me, to be honest.
No, never happened with me, so I can't
I
relate
just
to your pain.
saved. I just saved a hippogriff.
Okay. Okay, I guess that goes to me now because all three of us answered that one because I was agreeing with God. Like, no, I can't even save it. Shit.
God.
Most hated customer you've had in customers on any job site, where you had to hold your anger in and not harm them.
When Karens started coming to the stores.
Even Karen's the worst one, the absolute one you wanted to just, you still, like, you almost lost your composure completely.
Oh, that day! Remember that night when I told you?
No, I'll tell mine first. Mine is
Alright.
still, to this day, because no one can top it. Do you speak English? I'm looking for red dry. It's spelled R, this letter here, Y, D. She pulls out a freaking book and shows me the alphabet. I had to go to the guy in the gun merchant. Goes, take this old broad.
Based.
Okay,
Me.
Conundrum, you and John.
Me dealing with the woman who decided to hawk a loogie on me because we don't take $50 bills or $100 bills at my work. So I had to return the bill to her and say, I'm sorry, we can't take this, actually, because we even have a sign that says that. So she drops everything, begins to leave, and turns around and just goes... I'm like... And it lands right on my shirt where my name tag is.
Oh. Ooh.
And that's like an automatic, I jump over the counter and we're gonna take it out in the parking lot.
Yes, that had to be hard to control your anger and do that. Okay, John, you. Again, like I said, you had to control your anger and, you know.
You remember that night? Remember that night I came home from the gas station when I kept telling that gay guy that I was not gay, and he literally made a fucking scene because I kept rejecting his advancements?
I thought that was a joke because you were
No,
high.
I was serious.
Well, I didn't take
That
that.
night that I came home pissed off, remember?
Well, you went and got high that too. So I thought
I
it
didn't get
was.
high, but I was pissed.
I thought it was one of those things where it was a fever dream. So I didn't really take that story too seriously. That actually happened. Wow.
I did. Okay, look, what happened in the store was I'm doing my job. I need to get shit done. I'm wiping the glass on the fucking coolers. Oh, the window on the coolers. I tell this person, this gay guy walks over to me.
By the way,
He
John
said-
was working in that store all last year. I would know because you
He was like, I just wanted to say, you look like you're a very hard worker, and you're a very handsome individual. I was like, well, look, I appreciate the compliment. But with all due respect, like I said, I appreciate the comment, but I know where you're going with this. I don't swing that way, but I'm not here to discourage you for, been like that. I said it the nicest way possible, and I said, well, with all due respect, I'm gonna get back to work. He says, no problem. Walks away. I'm like on now the fourth or fifth cooler. He comes back. He says, would you like to take down my phone number? I was like, with all due respect, no. I told you, this is, I don't come to play with fruit. Okay.
Play with fruit.
So,
God,
please,
that was so bad. I thought
look,
that's why I'm like,
there's a place called. I'm pretty sure you're familiar with Ybor City, sir. If you're looking for fruit with a flute, go over there. I'm pretty sure there's someone over there that's up your fancy. And then he throws a fucking fit. Not throws a fit just yet, actually. He walks away. He's like, suit yourself. But then when he's at the register, and I'm still sweeping and mopping, comes back again to say, "Are you sure you wouldn't like my number?" I was like, "No, I will not. I do not want your number. I'm sorry, I don't." But then he says, "You can't try something you don't. You can't judge something you don't. Blah blah blah." I was like, "Bro, that's not what I'm into. Please respect my choice. I love ladies. I love them homegrown. I love them real."
God, I remember this. I thought it was a joke. This is painful.
And he literally says, "I'm gonna tell your manager that you're discriminating against me being gay."
Your manager was there watching this, laughing, if I recall right. So your manager was just like, "I'm
And
gonna
my
do nothing."
manager is from the Middle East. Or he was. My manager was like the previous manager I had. He's from the Middle East.
And he was sitting there laughing, if I recall right. That's why you were so pissed.
No, not laughing at me, but he was laughing at the hold on,
he was laughing at the situation.
I'll let you get through. Yeah, because when the person left, but before he left, he was saying. Then he says, "Oh, I'm gonna go to the news. I'm gonna go to the news, Bay News 8, and report this place for discrimination against LGBTQ." Blah 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 blah. I'm like, and the boss came out and he was like this. "Well, go ahead. You can't step on my religious beliefs because I'm Muslim."
Based.
And he was like, "Well, you have to have a better handle on your employees and stop hiring such homophobic da 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 da." And he was like, "I have been listening to the conversation. Jonathan here likes women, real women, okay, not a man. Because mind you, this guy still looked like a man. He was like, he was a man dressed fully as a woman. He's like, in my country in the older days, you should be considered lucky that your nation allows this, because over there your head would have been in the sand already, chopped."
Oh.
And then guess what? Because really, you can't have an incident like that, because then it would turn almost to like a mini international incident. So, and he was like, "Well, you clearly," he's like, "Well, he's such a handsome looking thing. He should be more open." Blah 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 blah. I was like, and my buddy Mo, one of my employees ex-employees that I still talk to, he came out and he says, "Do you see that girl over there, the Spanish girl? She doesn't speak English." And even though she doesn't speak English, my buddy Jonathan over there, and he doesn't care if she's taller than him. That's a 100% Puerto Rican woman. She might be 6 foot, but he would fuck her first before he ever goes gay. I was like, "Thank you." I'm 5'9", I'm 5'8.5", close to 5'9". That girl that
That's a tall woman.
Yeah, but I used to work with her, and I used to tell her all the time. I'm like, because she feels nobody likes her because she only speaks Spanish, and
she's tall.
She's tall, blah blah blah. And I was like, well, I mean, the only hiccup that she personally feels about, I don't think, because I'm like, girl, you got you got the body, 2, you got the fucking looks. Why? Because you got braces? Because some people later in life have to have it as adults. I'm like, I don't give a damn. Okay, as long as Magneto's not around, we're straight. I'm still trying to fucking, because she lives only 2 blocks from her. I'm still trying to get in her. Fuck, she's the only. What is it?
She's the only remnant from that place you'll contact.
No. How do I say this? She's the only territory I have not yet conquered.
Oh damn! It's one of those situations. Okay, John,
yeah,
here
where
go.
she's like, tough to get.
John, here go.
Well, you got to go to her and say this. Give me some chon.
Oh, here it is! Kyo! Domestic violence! In the castle! I got it recorded live!
I'll have to look at it when I get it.
The 2 statues! He just murdered them! Beat the shit out of them! And called it a fucking day! I was waiting for that to happen. I just witnessed a murder! All because it's 2 brothers...
Back in my day, we never called them gay. We called them pole fancy. It's not that fruity-tooty type of gay. It was grab on a tree and pray for your nearest life.
But then you know what's funny? They try to
No.
explain...
Back to the questions.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got
Conundrum. Oh, wait. I asked the hated boss one that answered to that. John, you go, I think. And then it's Conundrum. Oh my god, these are getting, like, really complicated.
and they're fun.
Well, actually, here's a little. I'm gonna give one more side thing about that. How is
Oh,
it? Because I don't know how many times I say this. My cousin Samara from Delaware, she's gay. My cousin, I have two cousins named Joseph. Not the one who taught me everything I know about anime and all that. He's got a wife. I'm talking about my Puerto Rican side of the family, cousin Joseph. He is gay too. But the first thing he told me, he's like, Jonathan, I already know for a fact that you are a pussy hunter. I was like, well, I hope you I'm like, he's like, trust me, cause the lifestyle is definitely not for you, and whoever mistakens that is retarded, and all the stuff that's in the media telling you otherwise is retarded, and that's coming from the mouth of a gay man. I was
damn.
like, could you be on my channel, please? Cause he's like, I don't do all that crazy shit. I was like, damn, I could have had you right there, and he's like, I would help you, cuz, but I don't want to be used as a tool for messaging. I was like, you know what? All due respect, you know you're right. I'm not gonna.
You
Do that
got a
to you
point there, cuz. He's got a point.
He's got a point. I'm not gonna tell him that shit unless he willingly. Now my cousin Samadi, she wanted to. You saw Samadi, Kyo, the night everyone was partying, the one girl with the glasses that has like short hair like a man, that was her. And
I'll be right back. I have to take a leak.
You couldn't tell that she was thing because she
No, you
looked
all
like
were
she
drunk
was.
and laugh. I was too busy laughing at the position you were in. You're just like, I was too busy laughing, and you had muted me. So or whatever, whatever. You know what I
But
mean?
you saw all of them, and then you saw for a fact that anybody that ever tries to pull the race card, did you see every fucking color from light brown to dark brown to black to white?
Oh, it's multinational,
that-
everyone. His family's multinational.
We are multi-Puerto Ricans, multi-Puerto Ricans, blacks, Italians,
No,
all
no, 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 no,
mixed.
no. One of them threatened to pull the old way punishment on you. One of them threatened to pull the old way punishment on you,
Oh God.
or on one of the kids. Do I need to get my belt?
My dad, that when you saw my dad running naked through Monopoly,
When you had 19, yep.
I was like, because my fucking 16-year-old cousin was there too, and he didn't expect that shit to happen.
You just
No, he's 18. No, he's 18 now.
you. I remember that. You're like, he goes, "Did that just happen?" And you're just like, I don't know.
Yeah, my cousin JJ was like, Yo, Theo Jojo, what did you do? And all we hear is, oh shit. I'm like, what the fuck? And then the camera, I don't know who wasn't there on the camera. Throws off the Monopoly game big time.
And you almost lost the Star Wars Monopoly because of that.
No, I did.
Damn. Can these guys hear me?
Yeah.
I thought it was the shoe that the Puerto Ricans use as the disciplinary weapon.
Here's the thing.
The slipper.
I learned something very bad from my cousin, who is from my older cousin, who's from the old guard time of shit like that happening. He said, cuz, you are so lucky you weren't born around my era, because I guarantee everybody would be trying to fight with you in the family, or somebody would try to overly whoop your ass. I was like, why? He says, because you don't allow the traditional Latin punishment to happen to you. Every time you fucking, like, I remember when they were older and somebody did try to throw a slipper at you. All I saw was, damn, Latino Mr. Anderson. Because I'm like, why am I going to stand still and take the hit? You know, you want to whoop my ass, you need to work for it. If I'm really, okay, if you really want to whoop my ass and you're serious about whooping my ass, then you won't miss and you'll make every hit, or you'll come after me to do it.
Well, I'm picturing from the Resident Evil movie, if you're gonna have to work for your meal.
Yeah.
You don't have to work to give me an ass whooping, because clearly, and this is what I used to always say, I was like, well, clearly I must be, I tell every time my sisters or my mom, or until they finally stopped, I was like, clearly God is not allowing you to hit me. I was like, doesn't he not care for all his children? So he's basically not letting y'all hit me. And if you continue to hit me, you're defying the will of your heavenly Father.
And to think I get called a heathen.
But the thing is, they didn't know that at the time, and that's when my mom finally started to slow down because she knew. She was like, "Oh my God," because I'm the first one of her children to be born with issues. My other sisters were not. So it's like, imagine you have 3 girls that are born. I'm not saying born perfect, but they weren't born with the problems. Then I come along, and my dad finally went, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna say it right. I'm gonna say it public. I don't give a fuck. I'm a cocaine baby. That's probably why I'm so hyperactive and retarded at times. But
Dude, you roasted your poor nephew the other night. Okay, yeah, my dad, your dad. I heard that. I was dying.
oh, there we go. I'm about to learn the Cruciatus curse.
You basically got you were teaching your nephew a life lesson of crackhead families.
I was saying, your mother's. Okay, I was saying this. All my sisters and I have different fathers. My sister Lillian and Sheila share the same dad. He's a deadbeat. My sister Teresa, her father is a drunk and a pothead at the time.
What is
Now
it
he's
with
just
these
an
freaking
alcoholic.
Christian names? Mother Teresa. Never mind. Just go. Just go.
No,
just go.
they chose my name because they chose mine from the Bible story. Exactly. Yeah, you're right.
John the Baptist.
What is up with even my generation was horrible with that?
I told my mom had told me, she's like, yeah, you know I baptized you, right? I was like, so wait a minute, that time that I thought I was drowning wasn't a nightmare? She was like, you fucking stupid. I was like, well, I mean...
Well, I was just trying to bring up a point. Wasn't I supposed to die that day? Damn.
Yeah, you got no idea the amount of, like... See, that's the thing my mom was not used to. She was like, oh my God. Okay, John is one of those kids that... He's born with one of those kids that we can't touch him because then we'll just make him worse. And my sisters didn't get that memo. Because they were like, he's gonna listen. We gonna whoop his ass. She's like, if he hits you back, and hits you back hard...
Hey, but it doesn't matter. You still had you had the third dad in the family that beat you.
No, but they would take advantage from the ages of when I was 7 to 12 at least, because once I got 13 and I took that.
Hey,
last
I'm just
hit to
saying,
the
you
face,
still had the firm father figure in your thing that just beat your ass on principle alone. So before people get the ideology twisted that you grew up in that father's household.
Basically, look, I went through.
You're gonna have to clear that little misconception up right now before because you're on air. 4K. You better clear that little misconception up. Who was the father figure that beat that shit knowledge into your head, so you can get that out of your uncles? John, you hit the mute button again.
What?
Who was the father figure that beat all the misconceptions out of your head so they didn't grow up fatherless? Father figure.
No, my father always knew from the get-go. My father was the one, he was like, I don't want nobody touching my son. Even he wouldn't do it. He's like, I'm not going to touch my son. And when when he found out that one of the times that I got my ass beat at 12, he drove all the way to New York when I was still staying, like when I was visiting New York. All my sisters were at work. My father I took all my shit and I disappeared with him. And they were like, where the fuck is he? Where's John? Where's this? I was like...
Oh God, don't tell me for the legal rights card practically. That's practically pulling the legal rights card.
No, they were like this. They were like... They were calling, they were this, and the first thing my mom did, she called my dad and she was like, do you know where Jonathan is? He's like, yeah, he's with me. She was like, wait, what? He was like, yeah, he called me, told me what his sisters did to him. Before they even all came to work, I drove 3 hours to New York, went and picked him up, took him to Delaware, and I'm not going to take him back to New York until you come pick him up.
Damn! Well, then, yeah, you did have the big, stronger... yesterday I saw the new Puss in Boots movie. Was there plenty of cats that you were chasing? Jason Downey? That's all I gotta ask. That's also when he posted a new comment in there I didn't notice before.
And that was funny because my dad used to be he used to be a host, so when I went out there, the only cost of not telling on him to each of one of them ladies, each one of those women always did me a favor, or they always did something for me. So
I
I'm
am
like,
picturing. I remember the leprechaun story. That's all I'm gonna say. Were you gonna tell the leprechaun story on live air?
oh, hold on. I'm trying to open this fucking door.
In the trailer park?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think it's ever been said on live air
I
on
have
this
told
side.
that story on air.
Oh, you did? I can't remember because that one was that had me dying because I remember you calling it that. Like,
Where the fucking guy called, what's his name? His name was Billy, but his name is, his name is forever fucking known as Leprechaun Tucci Dick.
Leprechaun Tucci Dick.
No, because here's the thing. He praised being such a, like, he's like, I like me a woman, a lady. We found his phone, Conundrum. He lives in the same trailer park as my cousins and the maintenance people, all that. They found his phone at the store because we went to 7-Eleven, which was off the block. And apparently the girls were like, oh, do you know Billy? He left his phone here. And we were like, yeah, we know Billy. We'll take it to him. But Billy doesn't have a password on his phone. So, Benny, because it was me, my grandfather, two of my cousins, everything like that, we're it's like the family that I do have that lives down here. Benny was going through the phone, and Benny was like, let's see what old Billy is doing here. Let's see. And they go into his gallery, and to come and find out, the man has warts on his pee-pee. And we didn't know that TJ was in the trunk seat. Like, not the trunk, but you know the back seat of the van that you could push the seat down. We didn't know he was back there listening to everything. Because it was just me, Gabriel, my grandfather Jr., and Benny. So we were like, okay, then we're just going, we're driving around the trailer park at night from literally 11 at night to fucking, what was the time? Till 3 in the morning.
yes, you traumatized the poor kid, and I was laughing my ass off.
And we were like, all right, if we're gonna do this, let's just. I'm dead laughing. And then they went and got one of their loudspeakers. Because before that, we parked. We went and we parked behind. No, we went to Benny's house. We parked at Benny's house, and we're all in the car just listening. This is before I even know TJ's in the back seat. We're listening.
You traumatized the poor kid.
No, I'm like, I'm not watching the video, but I can hear the reactions, and of course the video's on loudspeaker in the car, so of course we can hear it.
And you're blasting it in the trailer park.
No, not yet. We didn't do that part yet. We were listening to it in the car.
Oh no.
And then I'm like, okay. All we hear is Billy. Yeah, Billy's just fucking somebody. That's it. But then the line that made everyone's ear perks up, and we're like, huh? Is when he says, when we hear in the video, Billy's like, is that your dick? I'm like, wait, what? And then the lady sees the chick in the whatever I don't care, the he bitch. She said no, that's not my dick poking you. He's like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. I'm like, huh? To what? Did I just what did I just hear?
Is that your dick?
As I recall, you were to go your separate way.
Dude, that is fucking
And that's when I was like, okay. And then they found an oral video of the girl giving him oral, and one of his warts busted. In her, yes, yeah, Conundrum. Yes, I suffered, Conundrum. I suffered.
Open the gate. Sergeant.
I blame me for asking the father figures and just going down this dark road. Conundrum, change the gears. Change
No,
the...
no, I'm gonna hear it more.
Okay, you're gonna suffer. Continue. Tell the story of...
So, the thing is, the moment we heard the wart busting thing, like the rest of the video, is when TJ pops his fucking head up in the back, and he said, what? What did I hear? We all turned around like, where the fuck did you come from? He was like, I was in the car on my headphones just chilling and actually laying in Grandpa's car until I felt it moving. I was like, wait a minute, you were in here the whole fucking time when we all got in the car? And that's what baffled everyone. We were like, so you were here the whole time? Like, he was like, yeah. And then I took the headphones on. I was listening to the conversation. Is Billy into trans? And Billy thinks that's a real woman. And we were like, okay, you know what? We got something for Billy because Billy's been fucking with everybody recently, so now we got dirt on him. So, wait, give me a second. I'm trying to pay attention to this puzzle real quick.
Oh god, this is gonna go.
Shit, I fucked the puzzle up.
Okay, Billy's been messing up.
Now, okay, now the rest of this. Okay, now here's the rest of this. After that, TJ was like, "Well, Grandpa, we got the loudspeaker. Billy's at home sleeping. You could just take the loudspeaker and blast his sex tapes right next to his window while he was sleeping." Hold on, let me figure out this puzzle and I'll explain the rest of it.
That is
'Cause this puzzle's
wrong,
confusing
disgusting, and stuff, but I'll allow it!
Try symbol over dash symbol.
Conundrum just raising his hands up like, I have not heard this story before. What the heck's wrong?
Oh no, it gets worse from here.
happened.
Let me just figure out this puzzle so I don't get distracted because this puzzle's throwing me off trying to remember while do this puzzle.
Oh
at the
yes,
same
it
time.
does. Now I remember. That's why I think I remember. That's why I was like, I remember just being dumbfounded. Oh, Conundrum, you're gonna enjoy this story. This was the one where everyone.
The thing is, I
Alright.
am already
All right,
enjoying it.
here's the rest of that story. So Billy just fucking starts wondering where his phone is at because he hears noise outside, but we already took off. We were gone. He just assumed that Benny was just driving around because we all hid down in the seats because Junior has tinted windows, so you can only see the two people up front. You don't see people in the back. So me, Gabriel, and the others, we ducked down beneath the seats so he doesn't hear us. And they're like, he's like, and Benny just drives with Junior saying, yeah, no, we're just driving around, smoking, chit-chatting. He's like, yeah, man, I'm upset. I lost my phone, man. Then he's like, oh, shit, really? You lost your phone, brother? They're like, yeah, man, he's like, yeah, man, I lost my phone, man. I got important stuff on there, files for work. And he's like, well, we're going to drive up to the store. You know, if the girl's up there, he says, yeah, that's where I might would have left it because that was the last place I was earlier in the day. They're like, well, we'll go check for you, and then we'll just hold it for you until the morning, or if you awake when we get back, we'll just drop it off to you. And they're like, he's like, all right, cool, I'm going to go back to bed. Then we go back. Well, now we'll go back. First, then we drive around. We just loop around the company, going through he had at least 10 sex videos with that one person. And I just... Now we got the speaker.
You're too deep now, John. You gotta tell it
I'm
all.
too deep now, yes. Once they set the speaker noise, he was wondering, he's like, yo, who's playing porn throughout the fucking complex? And then, we weren't there, so he didn't see our car. Then we went up to the fucking 7-Eleven, left the phone back with the ladies, and asked them to do us a favor. Since he's so short, he's a short, stubby guy, so they call him Leprechaun. And he does a drug called Tucci. Which is why he's called Leprechaun Tucci Dick. He then Junior and Benny go into the store, take the store to the ladies, and ask them, can you do us a favor with this phone? And they're like, yeah, sure. When we come in, and we're gonna call Billy to say, yo, yeah, the ladies here had your phone, but they said that they were looking at some stuff and they were laughing at your phone and all that. So when we did that, we went into the store, acted like the ladies just had the phone, and they said, yeah, we found a phone. And Benny, the lady, because he had Billy on speaker, so he had to play it off. The lady was like, hey, Benny, is this your boy's phone over here? Is this Billy's phone? Like, yeah, it's Billy's phone. They're like, well, he must be into fucking he-bitches because there's a lot of videos of him fucking chicks with a dick. And Billy was on the phone, and Billy was like, no! No! And it's like he felt all eyes were looking at the phone. And Junior was pretending. He's like, oh, so you're trying. So my boy, are you haven't had enough pussy in a while? You have to get artificial, fake. Did she mount you?
Now, too.
And he was just screaming and hollering like, "Oh my God! Why those bitches looking at my phone? Ain't no one ever heard of privacy." And then Benny was like, "Well, I mean, bro, you don't have a fucking passcode on your phone." It's like, even then, that's besides the point. A decent human being. He's like, "Well, remember where we live at, right?"
Oh God, that's still hilarious to this day.
Oh, god damn.
Yeah, you got no idea that shit that day. And like
That winter
now, every
was
time,
a little bit
he's not
too...
the same. He's not the same now. In that in that trailer, but he still works there as the main. But every time they see him, they're like, "Yo, what's up, Tucci Dick?"
Where did you hear that name?
Oh no, that's funny.
Yeah, it is.
How can I help?
What are you selling?
Okay, my stomach's hurting because I was laughing a little bit too hard on that one.
Oh, speaking of which, Kid, I forgot to say, I got blocked by that person, Bonicula, the one that was encouraging attacks on Hogwarts Legacy. And I never even talked to this person or even counted this person. They instantly blocked me already. I was like, damn, W. Yeah, you got no idea that day. Like, Benny is no longer, like, Benny and Billy are they're still friends, but they still don't know to this day that he's the fucking one that we all did that with the phone. And the girls at the store, they don't work there no more, so they live in another part of Florida, Tampa, so it's not like they can tell him the truth.
Yeah.
The world will never know. Oh, it's so bad.
It's funny, though. Because when you say that whole story, all I could think of is VGL.
Huh? Oh.
Are you trying to
Yeah, I
kill
can
us?
believe it. I can believe it.
Interesting lilt in your voice.
Odd Skellig.
Why'd you leave?
Always had a like. At 17, a few years on, I had...
Take care now. Hold me ears.
Yep,
God.
there we go. Now I have the torture curse.
You know, in 6 days it's going to be my birthday.
Oh, Lord. It's Drinking City. Alcohol.
Yeah, I got my Johnny Bootlegger.
So long.
Air raid!
Oh no, I just remembered Halo! Oh, when you just did that.
Fancy a gander, darling.
There, built the crafting area.
We've gathered ourselves. Show me what you got.
Oh, okay. Who else has got something else for us to laugh at? Or question at? I understand most viewers might have left due to traumatization, but those who stayed, I know you all were laughing too hard.
Yeah.
Hey, the shit they're going like now when I bring it up to them over the phone because I still talk. We're talking to my cousin. I was telling him he was like in the background. He was like, Grandpa's like, we need more leprechauns to hunt.
Oh, why don't you tell them what your uncle said with the Scarface thing?
Which one?
When you had to get dragged for the birthday? And you had a better cake design?
He said that.
Tell them
if you would've went with-
the whole full context of this. This is hilarious.
Yeah, I want to hear this.
Now tell me how you figure they're like they got him a cake, right? A
Mm-hmm.
beer designed cake. And when I gave the idea, I was like, well, why didn't you just get him a cake in the style of Scarface's Cocaine Mound, which is his favorite, his favorite movie? And then Sergio just goes like this. He's like, why didn't you, like, this boy's not even my biological son, and he knows me. I appreciate, no, he's like, I appreciate the cake, but that was a great idea. It would have been simple. It could have just been a vanilla cake and the signs of a cocaine hill. And I was like, Ma, you had a missed opportunity. You could have shoved his face in the cake and he would have looked like he got a good dose of coke.
God, that would have looked so fucking awesome. It's like me with my cake. I had to have my cake baked with jam, raspberry jam in it, so when I cut it, it's like it's bleeding.
Duh.
Oh god. The amount of stories we're telling right here, if I was to change this to story time, gets absolutely hilarious.
I think we should do a story time stream, because I can tell you tons of my dad's travel stories. They are the best.
Okay. Okay, this is not what I'm about to tell this story. I think I told it before on I'm not sure if I told it before how I tricked somebody when all of us lost. I told you a story of how you all have looked at me like I'm pure evil when me and my friends all lost the girlfriend, but we had one friend that could never get a hangover. I told you about that one, didn't I?
Damn.
And he would flex that in our face. Did I ever tell you that full story of how I tricked him
No.
and he wanted to literally kill all of us for doing this because I'm the guy who knows a lot of people. This is my college year. No, I might have told everybody this. Retro. Okay, don't get traumatized with the story I'm about to tell because okay. Everybody's, we all had that good relationship or whatever, all benefit relationship as well, in college, even if you went to college or wherever you went, it doesn't even have to be college, it could be a damn good job.
Tech
It could
school
be.
I went to.
And, yeah, tech school, whichever. I went to, like, a local public college, you know what I mean? So it was that. So,
Yeah.
anyway, we all just lost our girlfriends. We had this guy in there who was just flexing that he could get plastered anytime he wanted and never get a hangover. All of us didn't get drunk, but all of us were just like, dude, we want to drink now,
I
but
have
we
that
have...
ability, but I don't even drink like that to abuse that ability.
Well, he abused it, okay? He's like, I never get a hangover, but I can wake up, I might get drunk and not remember, but I never get a hangover. And it's too bad that you guys will probably get a hangover if you go try, doing the exact same thing that we know some people do.
Yeah.
Well, how many times have we been, you had that friend who goes, y'all get a hangover while I can't, and you can't drink your problem away because you gotta work or whichever one in real life. So, okay, now, the environment's different than today. This was about 2008-ish to 9 to 10, okay? World was a lot different climate then, okay? Okay? So no one crucify me. I knew a person that was a trap. He'd gotten everything done, except gotten the bottom part removed. You would not be able to tell this was a dude. Voiced up everything in college.
This is where Keo's going down.
So he decides to rub us in, and we're all pissed. I'm like, everybody, the party's this weekend, right? And you all were going to get hooked up.
Wait. I think I know where you're going because I could have sworn you've told me this before.
I want to hear this story.
Yeah, look, Conundrum is I could have sworn I think I know where this is going.
And you all, yeah, I think I told someone, you all cussed me out for doing this. And I was like, there's a party this weekend, right? I can't go to it because I got work or whatever. Did you go to this party, right? He's going there. He's bragging about his party, right? They're like, yeah. I was like, hold on. Went to the one woman, and they know she's a trap. This guy never met her. Okay? Never met the trap. I said, hey, I need you, see him over there? He's going to get plastered this weekend. I'd like you to go take him out. And the thing is, he's the kind of drunk that gets plastered, doesn't know what he's doing, wants plastered to wake up. Well, party happens. Party animal happens. They take him there. They meet, they do the thing. He wakes up the next day in his car next to her. No clothes.
And you couldn't feel that one hole was tighter than the other?
He was too drunk to remember. Remember, he's one of those drunks that doesn't get a hangover. But if he gets too drunk enough, he doesn't remember what he did.
Oh,
So he done it and woke up the next day. So we come he was recovered from shell shock. We see him that day at college. Like, so how is what's her face? Shut up! I don't want to talk to any of you all. Wait, you all? I was like, mm-hmm. I was like, I set it up. He's like, we took you to her.
He's like, you bastards!
That's exactly what happened. He's like, I could.
You officially have a dirty D.
Now, today's climate, that would be considered pure evil. But, you know, like I said, different times, different era. You could pull that kind of stunt.
Yeah, we were back then. The stuff that during me and Keo's generation, we could get away with that shit.
And your friend, nowadays, your friend would just be, because people can't, have lost their minds, would probably come up with 12 gauge and be like, yeah, because he's being snowflaked. He can't stand the reality, so he'd be like, ah, damn it. That was horrible, the joke, but hey. Everyone I've ever told that story to goes, you are a horrible, horrible person. I'm like, no, I'm not. He
You
deserved
officially
it.
stained his manhood.
That's what they're like. I'm like,
You broke him, Keo.
I was like, well, don't ever do that when a bunch of guys just lost their girlfriends and, like, you know, we're all trying to get over it, and then you come in there and power flex. That's what you deserve. Hello, Texas is like, remind us never to do that to you.
Damn!
Since we went down that route, Conundrum, do you have any darker stories that you've done to somebody, like I just said?
Oh.
Since John's already said one with the leprechaun man. I already said one when I trapped somebody. He woke up and never woke up the same again. What's yours?
You ever had that one friend that you know is a total fucking whore?
Oh yeah, that was the
nobody-
dude we did too. He goes like that.
Nobody knows about her, but
Oh,
you
her
wanna-
about the dude. I was like,
yeah,
okay.
and she likes to rub it on your face that she's a fucking whore.
The women that can get any guy they want to, and they flex it on you, and you just go, I hope something happens.
but the thing is, she's not good looking at all. She kind of fat. Has,
Okay, I got
She's basically an alcoholic knight.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, the cottage cheese thighs.
We know what you're talking about now. Now take it away. What did you do? What did you do?
Oh God.
Because revenge is a dish best served cold, everyone.
Oh, what we did to her was fucked up, but it was so satisfying.
Now, no grapes involved, right? Nothing grape-like happened.
No.
Kind of.
No, she got this boy toy, and we talked about her in front of him in private. We're like, you do know that she dies behind the dumpster at Condom Kingdom for used penis-shaped lollipops, especially the big black ones.
Oh no! I think I know where this is going. Continue. I think I know this.
And she goes there all the time and goes and waits outside and offers men blowjobs for money to get her stuff at Condom Kingdom. The guy's looking like, what the fuck? Did she ever tell you the story of her best friend when she got knocked up, and she told her friend at the mall that she had an abortion right before the guy walked in and heard her say it? The guy ran. And he say, I don't know where you've been. I don't want to go near you. You probably have some type of disease or something. And I said, yeah, you better get that checked out, my friend.
Wild thrills.
Yeah. And she looked at us and this is me and my ex back in the day. She's like, you two are fucking assholes. Why did you do this to me?
That was supposed to be private, correct?
Yeah. What? We do. Hey. And I said to her, to be fair, and this is where he was in there, and I say this out loud. I did not bring up the part where you dated an actual sex offender.
1, 2, 3. Enough. I don't care how you do it, but
The guy
must be weekly.
cussed her out, called her every dirty name in the book, called her the whore of Babylon. It was hilarious. And the whole time she was crying.
It's sport of all that blabbering about how cultured the
Oh, Conundrum, I thought you were the honorable gentleman.
I am honorable. Unless you're a fucking whore, then the gloves are off.
Sorry, I just had to make fun of the situation.
Yeah, that is funny though.
Wow, that's...
That is still funny to this day. Because we even told the story about her. Because do you know where she learned blowjob advice from? Her mother.
I know who you are.
And her mother is a bigger whore than her.
Talk inside.
She was like, "How dare you bring my mother up?" Well, you're the one who boasts about it.
Make yourself at home. You would have put the bloody vodka. There it is.
What? Yep.
Nothing, I'm laughing. I'm internally laughing.
Yeah, it is funny actually.
Why not?
Okay, there we go. Now I can sit down.
And she hates me still to this day.
Bloody hell. Who's a loyal Sumerian to drink to these days?
Himself and his company.
Well, and you want to hear something? I have no remorse for what I've done. Know why? The bitch deserved it.
I'm Phillips.
Uh,
Call me the bloody Baron.
Herald of Rivia. Blobtits call me the Butcher of Blaviken.
I said already.
It's one of those moments where you give no fucks.
Reasonable talking. How do you like it here?
It's the, she had it coming.
She had that one. I'm like, she had that one coming a long time ago. Because her friend
And not,
Kelly,
when we say coming, we don't mean that. We mean,
her
like,
friend Kelly tried to read me the riot act, and I said, "Well, don't talk to me, Kelly. At least I didn't sleep with her boyfriend, and you say you're a loyal friend."
Exactly. Someone loses their way around here. It's damn hard to find.
Like I said, I didn't care.
Many have lost loved ones here. Some their wives, others their daughters.
Because the whole time, what she used to do was talk shit on me and my ex. Because we were
all right,
interracial.
let's go to the Q&A.
That's why you've come.
Yeah.
Conundrum, ask away this time, because it's your turn, I think.
She showed up
All right.
time ago. Exhausted, wounded, and stinking up.
What is your most saddest lie in your life?
Later, I learned she'd come from the swamp.
Really? Change that question, because mine will get me smacked, possibly, because I sworn to secrecy on at least a few of mine. So,
Yeah,
Change-
to be honest, same here.
change question. That's one I can't say.
You ever had that one person you had to listen to all the time and you finally tell them to shut the hell up?
Yes. Yes, I worked with one. It got to the point, if I would look at the person, she'd run off crying.
Yeah.
Just by looking at her.
That's
Like, I
how
turned my
feel.
head, and I'm like, you say something, and she'd run off crying.
Yeah.
Because I called her out on some of her shenanigans in front of most of her coworkers, all the coworkers.
I know how that is. Damn, that's how I am with my one ex, Jackie.
So, John, you have the problem? Answer
What?
his. He just asked the same question you asked me, ask John. It'll go for him too, probably, so.
You ever have that one person that you tell, shut the hell up already, nobody fucking really cares?
Yeah, it's called my sisters.
Oh, yeah.
Well, those don't count. Somebody else other than sister. Siblings would be just, that's a dead given.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That is kind of a dead given.
Okay. I think John's had his, you've had yours.
Capturing an animal, there we go.
Loan shark moment. You were worst PC you've been tricked moment. And selling the item for
I got
money.
nothing on that.
Me either.
Okay, if you have nothing on, like, you took it to a pawn shop or something like that. That's what I mean.
No, never did that.
How about being tricked, like a controversy you get, like, what is it?
Okay, worst
You
trade
take
you've
a
ever made. Worst trade you've ever made for money, and you regret. Trade in. For money to GameStop or something like that. That you just want to shoot yourself in the foot for, or to a pawn shop you trade in certain games that you want to shoot yourself in the foot for, start selling those games. GameStop, PS2 era, I sold all 3 Xenosagas.
PS2 era, I sold 30 PS2 games just to get Pokemon Diamond.
What were the games? Like I said, you regret what you sold.
One of them was Urban Reign, Def Jam Fight for NY, Blue Pack 3.
Yes.
Ooh,
Though also, Justin.
you conundrum?
You know which way to
Well,
go? Not quite.
I would not say sell most of my Super NES game when the boom hit. When the boom was at its peak was not a bad trade idea. I think the one thing I do regret the most is selling my mint
You wind up here.
out of package Han Solo and Carbonite
Trail of treats and eat my fill.
for $200 with coin. Power to Force series 1985.
And I ran a catch it.
Ouch! That looks like that will come back to bite me years later.
That
Ow.
is a bite in the ass scenario.
That's like right up there with my Xenosaga's mint condition.
But I did get 200 when I needed it for a bill.
Did you leave home this morning? The sun warm your face or your back. My back. So we must go east. Come. I'll walk you home.
Oh, shit, I gotta break into a place. There we go.
They must not lose their children in the woods.
Here go, John.
Because of the wolf and his pack.
Here go.
Shit, I don't know. My brain
You
is
ain't got a
fried.
question?
Nope.
See what I've got on my back? Wolves fear it. Kings do too.
Okay, I got a few ones.
Look you up.
Favorite guilty pleasure movies?
Oh, you already know mine, Keo.
Name off a few, because I mean these are going to be ones we haven't said before on air.
How do I say it? Because every time I say it, it causes a fucking controversy.
Okay, if it's not controversial, then there's another one.
I know, I'm trying to remember. I got plenty of a lot of guilty pleasure.
Name some you saw off Tubi then that are so bad they're guilty pleasure. That won't cause you any controversy because not many people watch all filter through Tubi like you do.
Oh, guilty pleasure movies, even though I know they're terrible, and they're not 2 movies. What am I saying? The Hanzo the Razor trilogy.
Okay.
You know,
can
here's the thing. They're bad samurai films. They're great samurai parody films.
That's what I meant. They're guilty pleasure films. You conundrum.
The Deathstalker trilogy series
Ooh.
by Roger Corman. Any Roger Corman movie. is a guilty pleasure,
Oh yeah.
or anything with Red Brown in it.
Shit. I got doing this.
Okay,
You know who Red Brown is?
okay, I'm gonna get shot for saying this one because John will shoot me. AVP Requiem.
Here's the problem. The AVP Requiem game is awesome, but the fucking movie is awful.
The movie.
The movie's awful, but the fucking game is fun. It's good, because you get to do the one thing. Be the Predator the whole time and kill everything.
See, everyone.
It's like,
See, I knew this would happen if I mentioned that. And the first Resident Evil movie. Hey, I said guilty pleasures. That means you don't really take it seriously.
I'll be right back.
the problem is Dustin takes those movies seriously.
Gonna. Okay, let's see here. Most disappointing film. John. You were amped to see it and you're just disappointed.
Look! There's something there.
The first MCU Spider-Man movie.
Wait here. Don't
Wait,
come
the
any
Tobey
closer.
Maguire ones? Andrew
No, the
Garfield?
first MCU.
Ooh, the Tom Holland ones. Ouch.
The first Tom Holland one. I'll give 2 and 3 a pass.
Ouch. Okay, I was gonna say I just saw it recently, but I'll also
Yeah,
throw
Homecoming.
I'll also throw in another one. Back in the day, Wicker Man.
Oh yeah.
Lips parted.
I saw that in
can agree with
theaters,
I'll give you that one.
and Jurassic Park Dominion that I just saw. That was the biggest disappointment. I didn't know how bad they sunken. Okay, Conundrum. Biggest disappointment movie you've seen?
That's all. Stay there.
Barbed wire.
Dang, that was quick on yours.
I thought he was gonna say The Condemned with Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Let's see.
Barbed wire.
Why you dig? Would you mind making
Pamela Anderson didn't play the role of the character didn't give it justice.
I bet.
Alright, I've got one that will irritate John, but it's with good reason, okay?
Good question. No silver.
The third Mummy movie, because they didn't cast, what's-her-face again.
You mean like we make from rapeseed? No. A far more special.
Because I didn't like Maria Bello in it.
Oh, the Tomb of the Dragon Emperor.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of Maria Bello, that's why.
The Wolf King will feel
It was a good movie, I just didn't like Maria Bello in it.
Yeah.
Okay? I know you love the Mummy franchise, I just had to say that one.
Not my father. My uncle. Uncle Vesemir.
One of the best twists since I can go down movie questions without brawl, but since we're running out of questions, one of the best twists that you've seen in movie history that was not Luke, I'm your father.
The ending of Sleepaway Camp.
Okay, we can't. Okay, you, John.
What?
Best twist that you've seen in movies that was not Luke, I am your father.
What the fuck was
Wait,
that
wait,
movie?
wait. But not since Luke, I'm your father, and they blown it all to hell. Damn it!
The twist that's in I forgot what the.
You don't need to
it's
say
in
it. Just name the movie.
It's in
Just name
Sin City. Sin City.
Ah, that one. Yeah. One of the stories. I gotcha. Okay. This might sound like a kind of a thing. The Prestige, because I didn't see that coming. And Fight Club. The first time I saw Fight Club. because I was just
Oh,
like,
yeah.
what? I had to watch it at least 3 times to catch it. That's one of the movies I've ever had to watch 3 times, basically, to catch any of the subtleties of that twist.
You can come out.
Alright,
I'm not mad.
go ahead and ask a film question, Conundrum, because we got a lot when it comes to films.
All right. Movie you saw in favorite movie, first R-rated movie. There.
That's a tough one.
Okay, this is gonna sound like a cheap cop-out, but me and my friends pulled the Kenny, you know the South
The
Park where...
Matrix.
Okay. You know the South Park where they paid a drunk to get them in? The movie theater?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
We did that with my friend's uncle. He was like, we paid him to buy us tickets to the first Resident Evil movie.
Do parents
Duh.
often send their children out to
Nice.
race with
So we snuck in theaters and saw it.
their children? Then he's all in blood.
So yeah, that's why. Okay. I know that I just said Resident Evil earlier, but that's the number one I could think of that I went by myself and went with my friends that we literally snuck in. So that's why I have to literally say that one. It's not trying. I'm not trying to cop out by saying that. It's just that's the truth. I had just turned 13. All of us had just turned 13, and so we snuck in that way.
No judging. Hey.
It's one of the reasons why I have a very small guilty pleasure for the very first one, even though. But then my friends decided to torture me because I didn't know anything about Resident Evil. I knew about all the other genres, and my friends just looked at me like, "What?" I'm like, "What's this liquor thing?" Because I didn't even know. Okay, they go, "We're gonna educate you. We're gonna educate you." I spent the entire night having to go through the first Resident Evil, the second Resident Evil, the third Resident Evil on a freaking, and I don't like the system, on a Nintendo 64. That hurt my thumbs. And generations were spared the pain of the 64 controller.
Yeah.
All right. I have everything. Now for a spot where I can build a fire.
Worst Tubi movie.
Ooh.
What you doing?
Corona Zombies.
Yeah, Corona Zombie.
See just how effective Uncle
That's
Wisdom's formulae are.
right up there with me.
John, you? Hit the unmute button on your controller. Or did he die?
Alright. Alright, favorite guilty pleasure TV movie.
I don't watch TV that much, but I would definitely have to put up there when I saw the Herbert West movies.
I will say Cool Cat versus Coronavirus.
Or one of the movies I reviewed. No, wait, I take that back. I take that back. VHS did it.
Oh, cool.
Because I had to do the over-the-top parodies.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit dark. Afraid? Are you? No.
Gotta get up here.
What?
The Wolf King. Now do you believe me? I do. Hide.
Oh, the huge ass lobster.
never seen anything like it.
Girl, you can come out now. Come on.
We're waiting for John, right?
I'm almost finished basically on the stream thing because I hit the mark. But still,
Yeah.
last bit on you. Last few bit of questions on your end.
Oh.
He's sure to help you. Might even reward you.
Favorite actress you love seeing naked?
Don't have one on that one, sorry.
All right. Oh, I forgot to ask John a question if he gets on here. And this is one for all Latinos. And I think John would know this one because he is Latino as well, and he would know this whole question, this whole thing. Why you don't mess with this certain Latino individual? It's like a death. It's like a death sentence if you talk bad about this person.
I think I'd know my own child. Well, might
And
not
John
be
probably knows who I'm
one,
talking about.
But you've got to admit the likeness. That's downright striking. So, any chance for that reward? You'll not see
Yeah.
one
I think you'll probably remember this one, Keo. Remember True Capitalist Radio with Ghost?
Not really. There's certain things I don't remember on that culture. Or that.
No. I'm talking with John with Latinos. I know this one.
Thank you. I've not eaten
Because he knows this one, if you insult this singer, it's a death sentence.
And you could do with some sleep. Greg in the nook behind the hearth. You in the guest room opposite.
Thank you. I...
Shh. Eat now. We'll speak once you've rested.
Favorite... Okay, here's a one. For both YouTubers. Favorite entire run of a YouTube stream you've done.
Watcher and left her to rest.
A game.
Oh, I think my Shantae's Pirate Curse one, because
It could be
The fact
old
that-
from your entire YouTubing. That's what I mean.
no, I will always say it's my Shantae one because I love doing the voice acting in that.
Give me this information for free.
I regret you. I propose an exchange.
Fine, I'll help you.
You have my word. Guard, this man's under my protection. Don't stare, I've not grown horns. Trick
When do you see them last?
I wonder what John's doing right now.
What do you mean?
But let's see here. Mine, as I said, would be, because it was John and it's still hilarious, is the Resident Evil 5 one.
Oh,
Because the game was broken and the alligator ate him.
yeah,
Live on
Gator
camera.
Gator.
Live on camera in 4K, I was making the alligator joke and I said, oh, it's gonna come for me, it's gonna come for you, the Floridians. And it did, it ate him.
Gator. No, know what I think of? That one clip from Reno 911. Gator friendly.
So yeah, that's my favorite stream of all time run I've done. Is because not only was it co-op and we had so many glitch problems, but that specific moment, because it was as if you brought the stereotype to life live in 4K.
Damn.
Because you always hear the stereo joke, alligators.
Gators
There are no alligators in
Florida.
sewers, and that's why.
Yeah.
And the first thing the gator does is it goes directly for John.
Uh-huh.
Tamara's room is
There's no alligators in the sewers.
For their return, I want everything
Stream's still up. You can see it anytime you want to, and it is the most funniest
God.
moment in the entire stream. Sure, Labor was on at that time, but it's still the most funniest moment because even he's like, "What?" He was dumbfounded. He's like,
So basically, it was a Kodak moment.
Different color.
"Oh yeah,
Something used to hang here.
It's a Kodak moment.
best Kodak moment I've ever had on a stream."
Yeah.
John's screaming how that Gator is like racist and biased.
Fucking racist alligators. Gotta beware of those white supremacist alligators.
I'm still streaming, so be careful on this. Yeah, so what do you think? Here's the thing. Think YouTube will be loosening up a little bit on its restrictions?
Okay. Keo, you two will have to.
Okay,
attend to
John,
these
last
matters on your
question.
end because
This is-
everybody's here is gonna die.
No, here's the funny one. Because I asked, they answered mine. Favorite stream you gave me, stream start to finish on YouTube.
Wait, what?
Favorite game you've played start to finish streaming on YouTube.
Fuck, there's a lot of them.
Surely you have one of your best stream you've done.
The day I was deemed during the one Battlefront 2 stream, which is before everyone here came along, when they deemed me the official best player.
Oh,
Like the
mine
stream
was
did.
mine to
And
this
they
day.
deemed me the they were like, you need to change your name to Emperor John Kill 30, because it was funny. I had went, what is it, 82 and 5, which is 82 kills and only 5 deaths with Palpatine, and that's without a lightsaber.
Okay. Cool. Well, in my stream here, I'll see you all on another podcast possibly next week as well. You gotta leave because who knows what you're going on your end. So, yeah.
I'm getting bribed with weed, so.
Oh, John, I have to answer you a question. Is it true
Yo.
that in every Latin culture, if you make fun of the singer Selena, it's a death sentence?
Okay, so think about it. I'm gonna make it brief. She's Mexican, but even though she's Mexican, all Latinos respect her, and yes, you will die.
It's like the Beyonce, right? Or...
No, that bitch sold herself to the alumni. I'm out.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying. It's like that one other singer. I can't think of her. Yep, okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, John.
Thanks, John. Take care, bud.
Uh,
Oh my god, that was a great stream.
I'm going to end mine when I get to the one room in this, which is where the follow red smoke, which is in this, and
Well, right now I go in at 4:15, so I have my alarm set for 4.
all right.
But my schedule is easy: Sunday, Monday,
Hold on, so
Tuesday.
nobody
and
can
I'm done.
hear you. So see y'all, everyone, on the next week or so. Bye. You'll have plenty of uploads from Twitch specials. You want to catch me thingy? You'll probably catch me when recording footage on Twitch. That's the best way to get me on live. But if you want a video, basically, if you made this far, if you want a video made on some kind of subject, please put it in the comment section below or Discord me.